if you're like me, you're a fan of the Marvel universe, not just the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but the Marvel TV side of things and everything in between. It's been a broad, expansive, sprawling universe of shows and characters for quite some time. And it's not showing any sign of slowing down. In fact, it's going to be speeding up and it's going to be becoming more cohesive, more unified, and all under the banner of the MCU proper. And that is a good thing. But like all of these kind of changes, there's always going to be some kind of downside. There's going to be someone who gets left out in the cold. And that actually, in this particular case, is Jeph Loeb, the soon to be former boss of Marvel TV. In an interview or an article here by Deadline, it says Jeph Loeb to exit Marvel by year's end after a decade at the hero helm. And many people out there who are going to be talking about this are not going to give Jeph Loeb probably any fair amount of credit. The dude has done some good things, and he's definitely done some things that, well, aren't the best. And I'm looking at Inhumans, and I'm looking at Iron Fist, and the combined factor there, the concurrent factor is Scott Buck, and that is clearly a Jeph Loeb decision. God knows why. But it says here that after a long run at the comic giant into live action small screen business, Jeph Loeb is leaving Marvel Television. The 4-time Eisner Award winning Heroes co-EP will exit the home of the concluding Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and the upcoming Hellstrom by the end of the year, sources close to the Marvel Matter tell Deadline, saying Jeph has been thinking about making a change for a while and now seemed the right time to take that step, asserted one source in reference to the recent awarding of Kevin Feige of the title of Chief Creative Officer of the Marvel Empire. And yeah, that makes all the sense in the world, right? Jeph Loeb has been running Marvel TV since the beginning of Marvel television shows, since 2013 when they announced Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. That was when he took over, and he's expanded that into Agent Carter, a good but short-lived show, the Netflix series. You have the Hulu show Runaways, the ABC Freeform show Cloak and Dagger, and he has done a lot to really kind of build up Marvel TV to have it become something that fans of the MCU can really sink their teeth into. Now, like I've said, some things are good. Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage. Some things not so much. Iron Fist, Inhumans, Scott Buck. But really, I give the dude credit, man. I think he pulled off something that that was hard. That was a hard thing to pull off, and he's clearly not going to get any of the kind of love or any of the kind of attention that someone in his position, I think, is rightfully due. And I get people aren't going to agree with me on that, and that's perfectly fine. But I do feel that if you're going to spend a decade in this world, in this industry, and you're going to create a multitude of shows and oversee a multitude of shows, good or bad, there should be some kind of credit given. You've stuck it out, and they've trusted you enough to complete the task. And we've had some really good highs and some real low lows. But I do think a lot of the lower lows don't come necessarily from Jeph Loeb himself, but predominantly coming from Ike Perlmutter. And I think this move effectively showcases that Ike Perlmutter has like no pull at Marvel anymore. And I think that Jeph Loeb getting out of there has a lot to do with the change. Under Marvel TV, he was the head honcho. Under Marvel TV, under that reported to Ike Perlmutter, all he had to do was convince Ike not to be a notorious frugal spendthrift and then to agree to some of the shows they wanted to do. We know how bad Ike Perlmutter is, but Jeph Loeb still attempted to make get the job done to the best of his ability. And he always wanted to play with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He always wanted to do that. If you look at Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in the first couple seasons, they really did run parallel. There were references in the Netflix shows to the events of the invasion of New York in the first Avengers movie. He always wanted to run parallel, but it was Feige who didn't want to do it. And that, of course, was the problem. Feige never reciprocated, even though that was originally the plan. Now, that whole thing has changed. That whole thing is going to be different now moving forward, where Feige is going to have ultimate control over everything and be able to weave characters in and out of the Disney Plus shows, probably whatever is going to be coming to Hulu and anything on Freeform, so on and so forth. I don't believe we're going to see another Marvel TV show on ABC because everything is going to be for Disney Plus, which just seems like the overall better business move. And Well, I think it's going to be I think it's going to be a good thing. Now, I was curious what was going to happen with Jeph Loeb once Feige took over. Is Loeb going to go along for the ride? Is he going to be outed? Is what's going to happen? And it appears that he is kind of removing himself from the chessboard, which is unfortunate. I mean, there are people out there that are just not going to like this guy because of Iron Fist, because of Inhumans, because of the quality of Agents of Shield. But again, he might be the head of the studio or the head of Marvel TV, but he still had a notoriously douchey boss to deal with. And now it would be Feige, but there might already be enough bad blood there between the two of them, professionally speaking, maybe not personally, but professionally, where he just can't see himself answering to somebody else. And that's probably a lot of what it is. There's a bit of ego here, and just maybe realizing that things are changing at Marvel to the point of where he's not going to have the power he once had, and he would rather just take his talents elsewhere. So it'll be very interesting to see where this whole thing goes, and whether or not it's a smooth transition. I think with the fact that the Netflix shows are dead, but we're hearing rumors as of yesterday that Jessica Jones and Daredevil and their actors, Kristen Ritter and Charlie Cox, are still being talked about in regards to coming back to Marvel once the 2-year cooling down period is over, which for Daredevil, we've got 1 year to go on that. And I think that we're going to definitely be seeing something coming from Feige on that front to appease the Marvel TV fans that feel left out in the cold by the events that transpired in 2015 when Feige had to go to Iger and say, look, man, I'm going to quit if you don't get me away from Ike Perlmutter. Because when Feige told, or when Iger told Perlmutter that Feige now answers to Alan Horn and Bob Iger directly, with it went the interconnected television side of things, because, well, quite frankly, Ike Perlmutter is a bit of a bitch, and he took away Inhumans from Feige, and then cratered it, and then tanked it, and Jeff Loeb took the brunt of that, took the hit for that, which did not look good on his career. So here we are. But again, I don't like to see anyone leave their job negatively who's completed it to the best of their ability. And I do wish him the absolute best. But if I'm being honest, my love of the Marvel Cinematic Universe is greater now because these shows are going to be interconnected. It's no longer going to be red carpet questions or press conference questions of, so when are we going to be seeing Daredevil in the MCU, or why isn't Daredevil in Avengers? We've gotten those questions for years. Feige, I'm sure, is tired of answering them, and going forward, he'll no longer have to answer why we haven't seen them yet. It's going to be the matter of when will we be seeing them next, and then he'll be able to give a more concrete answer rather than something that feels like it's just playing the studio game. But anyway, your thoughts on this, your opinions, let me know down in the comments below. I'm very curious to know your thoughts. Be sure to write them out. If you made it this far, go ahead and type MCU in the chat, and hit that like if you enjoyed the video. And I'll talk to you all later. If you want to hit me up on social media, you can find me at mjarbo on Twitter. I'm usually pretty active, tweeting out nonsense. And I'll talk to you all later. Have yourself a great day, and peace out.